Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Solutions Day. Oh, maybe someone can change my name so it says Joanna Pineda. Mark, maybe you can do that. So I'm your virtual host. I'm Joanna Pineda. I'm CEO and Chief Troublemaker at Matrix Group, and I'm joined by Brian Clark. And we're going to be your virtual hosts today. And Brian, maybe we can tell the story of how this came to be. So Kevin and Sherry from orgCommunity came to us and said, hey, can you help us put on a hybrid conference for Solutions Day? And they said, in the past we had Zoomed it, but we want to do something different and special today. So what we're trying to do with Solutions Day this year is we've got Ray Stankiewicz from Matrix Group, who's live in Chicago. Brian and I are remote in Alexandria. And what we're hoping to do is really blend the virtual and the in-person attendees. So Brian, why don't you say hello?
Hey, everyone. I'm excited to be here and excited for today's presentation. Joanna hit it right in the head. Our goal today is, to try to help bring everything together, blend the experience. I'm looking forward a little bit later during the first break. We're going to check in on the floor with Ray on site, see what the mood is. What's
It
going
looks
on?
like we're about to go live, Brian. So anyway, we're going to be your virtual host. Well, maybe not yet. And what we want you to do is participate in the chat. Okay, so comment. There is somebody in Chicago who's going to be looking at the comments and looking at the questions in the Solutions Day virtual platform. So if you've got questions, post them in the chat. Let people know where you're coming from. And there are people in Chicago who will also be able to participate in the chat, even though they're watching the session live. The
I'll
other
give you a
thing
little
that,
hint on that as well.
yeah,
Use that little red question mark icon at the bottom to make sure your questions are seen. They're prepared to ask those questions and bring you into the discussion as well. So yes, use the chat,
yeah,
participate.
please do. The other thing is, we've got a day here. And man, if you looked at the lineup of those speakers, it looks absolutely amazing. So make sure you take advantage of it. A couple other things. The attendee list is actually an attendee list for the entire conference. So the virtual and the in-person attendees, take advantage of that. Send a message. I know that often when we go to conferences, it's like a reunion, right? You're saying hi to people that you know, even if you're not in Chicago, and especially with the virtual audience, say hello to the people that you know and love. Say hello to the speakers. Say hello to the people that you're seeing in the chat, just to make a new acquaintance. Brian, you got other tips for our virtual attendees?
I'll be hanging out all day. So if you just want to try it out, feel free to ping me. I'm looking forward to participating in some chat and meeting some folks virtually as well. The
Yeah,
other thing that
go ahead.
The other thing that's great is, again, feel free to kind of browse, look for familiar names. Everyone's listed there. There's a full attendee list. So if you're in person, if they're virtual, everyone's listed there. So feel free to say hi to some familiar faces. Everyone's looking to connect here.
Yeah, so we're going to be your virtual hosts. So in between sessions, if there's a little bit of a lag, you know that sometimes when they're like changing speakers, the audience is just hanging out. And I think that sometimes it's a little bit like you feel discombobulated as a virtual attendee because you don't know what's going on. So that's the role of us virtual hosts. We're going to let you know what's happening over in Chicago. We're also going to be interacting because over here virtually, just as much fun is happening. And during the breaks, we're going to have different attendees and guests on. So I think, Brian, you're going to check in with Ray during the break. In the afternoon, we're going to check in with Jason, who's going to be talking to us or previewing the session about AI. And then guys, at lunchtime, they're going to have a lunch and we're going to have a lunch. So we're going to have a video room where we can gather to actually be in video, meet each other, talk about the sessions, have our lunch, and have our own little virtual networking. So I hope that you will join us during the breaks if you can, but also join us at lunch in the video room where we can actually see each other. So Brian, how's it looking? And actually, I think this is exactly why you have virtual hosts, right? Because the virtual host is telling you, I'm hearing from Mark here, we're about to go live in Chicago. And so we'll see you in a little bit.
4.0 and unravel how it's redefining the business as we know it. We are transcending the traditional boundaries that once defined how associations operated and interacted. It's about reimagining the fabric of associations, fostering a culture of innovation, enhancing member engagement, and driving value through data-driven insights. Today, we embrace change to enable a future rich with potential and boundless opportunities. Let's embark on this journey of discovery, transformation, and growth. The future is not just near, it's here and now.
Well, good morning. How's everybody doing? Great. Well, as the founder and CEO of .org Source, Sherry Budziak, along with Kevin Ordonez, President and Managing Director, Digital Strategy, they've worked with over 250 associations, association executives managing and advising on more than $1 billion in operational revenue. They've helped usher in change for millions of members worldwide. They've advised executives leading causes near and dear to all of our hearts, including such as cardiac care, pediatric oncology, and one of the largest charities in the world, just to name a few. Seeing around corners is what Sherry and Kevin do best, and they do every day for their clients and the members of orgCommunity, which they co-founded. And they can't wait to help you do the same today as you see our content for Solutions Day. And with that, I'd like to please help me welcome Sherry and Kevin.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So, throughout history, industries have evolved, taking with them certain jobs and giving rise to new opportunities. So coachmen were essential during the horse-drawn carriage era, but the steam engine changed that. And in the past, weavers were indispensable, but then came machinery and automated those roles. At one time, typists were everywhere, but computer technology transformed that job landscape. So as we stand at the cusp of the fourth industrial revolution, we anticipate a seismic shift in employment. Groundbreaking innovations like AI, drones, 3D printing, and autonomous vehicles will shape the future. orgCommunity was born in response to the rapid technological evolution. Association leaders had approached us seeking guidance and connections to navigate the rapidly changing landscape. We fostered discussions about the future of work and the future of associations, offering a platform for knowledge exchange and mentorship. So my personal journey began selling batteries for the first handheld cell phone, a Dynatech phone. I wish I still had that, but it went away. And then from there, I pioneered some of the earliest association websites. And with .org Source, we've been steering associations through the digital age for the last 18 years. So 8 years ago, we created this very event and are still committed today. In 2020, as meetings turned to virtual, we swiftly adapted, offering new platforms and resources. And we published insights in our book, Association 4.0, to guide you through these kind of uncertain times. I had to put the picture. Everyone's tired of seeing the boring picture, so I had to put the picture of Kevin. So in the groundbreaking year of 2020, the world witnessed an explosion of innovation. There was a new patent that was registered about every 20 seconds. And this rapid pace signifies the ever-evolving landscape of technology and scientific advancements. In this dynamic environment, it's imperative for all of us, especially those in professional associations, to embody a spirit of agility and adaptability. Technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things present vast opportunities and challenges alike. To harness these opportunities and navigate challenges, it's essential for associations to undergo a transformation, evolving into what can be termed, or what we've termed, Association 4.0, ready to steer the future with vision and foresight. So in this unprecedented disruption, era of unprecedented disruption, associations have a unique opportunity to lead and make significant impact. Today's world requires us to be agile, forward-thinking, and proactive. So how can associations rise to the occasion and lead during these times? First, embrace technology. It's essential for us to stay on top of the most up-to-date technologies. AI is going to help us transform how we personalize our experiences with our members, and blockchain might revolutionize the way that we manage our transaction systems. By leveraging these technologies, we can offer more value to our members and stay ahead of the curve. Engage and collaborate. More than ever, it's crucial for associations to foster collaboration by creating platforms where members can share insights, resources, and best practices. We build a stronger and more resilient community. Adaptability. In the face of these changes, we must be flexible, and that's really our strength. Associations should be ready to pivot their strategies based on the evolving needs of their members and the broader community. And continuous learning. Disruption often brings new challenges, but also the opportunity for growth. And by promoting a culture of continuous learning, associations can ensure that their members are always equipped with the latest knowledge and skills. So in conclusion, while disruption may pose challenges, it also offers us a chance for reinvention. Let us seize this opportunity and together shape the future in a way that benefits us all. Thank you for being a part of our journey, and let's use our time today to embrace the future together. Thank you. And with that, I'll turn it over to Kevin.
All right, a clicker, thank you.
Yeah. And I didn't take his notes this year.
Thanks, Sherry. Great. So about 60% of you are first timers here. So welcome and thank you for joining us today at Solutions Day. So Solutions Day is a one-day conference gathering of association professionals and industry partners. And today we're going to embark on a journey of discovery, innovation, and collaboration. And in just a few minutes, we're going to kick off our day with our keynote presentation that promises nothing to be short of electrifying, because we have the dynamic duo from the Convincing Company who will unveil the secrets of how associations can ignite the power of irresistible trends. But as we all know, starting a journey is just the beginning. And some of us going through those journeys know that there might be some speed bumps in the way. And you'll be hearing from other major associations today about their journeys and their recipes for success. For example, the Water Quality Association will guide us through the roadmap to navigate post-implementation success. And as some of you know, working with me, I always say, go live is just the beginning, it's not the end. The Society of Petroleum Engineers will share how they made over 500,000, and I think my notes are right, 500,000 in non-dues revenues. So who doesn't need another 500 grand in their coffers, right? The American Society for the Surgery of the Hand will talk how they continue to build trust and how they harnessed technology to create a network their members can rely on and trust. And the American Society for Neuroradiology will share strategies to increase ROI on educational events, ensuring that they attract more attendees and more members. And when we come back for lunch, we're going to have an association exec panel that will discuss the challenges and opportunities ahead of us using generative AI. And the Arthroscopy Association of North America, they're going to share their journey of how they revitalize their online presence. And Eric O'Connor of the American Association of Nurse Anesthesiology, I'm glad you guys changed your name a little bit there for me, we'll dive into the true voice of the customer. And this session promises to redefine our understanding of what the members really need. The Association Forum will take us through a journey of revolutionizing membership renewal, because we all go through that process and sometimes it's hair-pulling experience. Jody Tolley from the Turnaround Management Association will discuss how they engage their members anytime, any place, on any device. And Jody in Results Direct will also give us a little glimpse into the results of the state of the mobile in associations on a survey that we conducted together earlier this year. In closing, our session will be led by Kimberly Pendo, and she's going to address the ethical and legal challenges surrounding our use of AI. But before we get into it, this day is all about preparing your future self. And I think a lot of these topics we're going to hear today does that. And before I turn it over to our keynote, I definitely want to take a time and call out a couple of folks who make this day possible. First, ASA and Kevin and Samantha. So if you guys want to have a meeting here, you want to rent it out for your in-person events, this is a great location, as you guys can see. But please call or contact Kevin or Samantha. They're so easy to work with and very accommodating. So thank you for allowing us to have our Solutions Day here once again. And a special thanks to all of our partners out there. They'll be with us all day. During the breaks, I encourage you all to meet them, say hi, and ask what they can do for your association operations. And also a special thanks to Ian Ryan, Chris and Laird. Chris is in the back room. We can't see him, but he goes behind that nice glass, but he's making sure all of this tech works out for not only here in person, but also for you guys out there online. And speaking about iLine, I'd like to thank Joanna and Brian and team at BeSpeak and the Matrix Group providing us our online platform. And all of us can also connect with everyone out there. There's an online chat if you want to join the chat. But thank you again, BeSpeak, for the wonderful online platform today. So a couple things. Here is the QR code to connect with everyone out there in the virtual land. And some housekeeping. We are recording, so smile. And also, there's a little push to talk button on all of your mics here. It should be down by the stem. And when you press it, it should turn green, which means you're hot to go, and everyone online could hear you as well. Download the app. The other thing is the conference today has been accredited by ASA for 5.5 credits for those of you tracking your CAE. And all of the content today will be available on the BeSpeak platform after today for a couple of weeks. So one of the things I want to share with you is Kevin's formula for your ROI today. All of you spend time and money. I can't give you time back, but when you go back to your offices, to your staff, they're probably wondering how this conference went, and most importantly, what is your return on value here? So 3 things. 1, make 3 new connections. And I don't mean just saying hi to the person next to you or chatting to someone online because they're from your hometown. That's all good, but make it meaningful. Make those connections count. Schedule a coffee, a lunch, dinner, or just hang out and talk about the challenges of the day. I know some of you will excel and have more than 3 after today. That's awesome, but at least 3. Secondly, try 2 new ideas or solutions that you hear today, either in our content or when we're networking. I know a lot of us are in budget season, but so it's a good time to start thinking, what does 2024 look like? What does 2025 look at? So try to pursue at least 2 ideas. And lastly, what's that one thing that you're going to prepare for your future self? So you can't say I went to Solutions Day because you're already here. So you got to find something else that you're going to do for yourself.